Okay, so recording has started. All right, so how are you guys doing? I hope you guys are enjoying your weekend. Um, so luckily for me, yesterday I spoke to one of my colleagues that um was able to purchase a number for, I think, call queue, one of the two, either for auto attendance or call queue, and is ready to create an account for me so that I can use that to train and teach you guys. So that will not be done in today's class because he just gave me the login now, just now. And he said I should put back the configuration to exactly where it was because I have to like scatter it if I want to teach you guys, right? So what we'll just go ahead to do today is to go to compliance, right? So let's go to compliance. So what I'll be teaching you guys today is how to create a retention policy, how to create MRM policy, and then how to create a context search. Those are the three things I'll be teaching you today. I hope you guys are hearing me.
Yes, boss.
Yes. Yes,
All
we
right,
can.
all right, all right. Okay. All right. So do you guys have any question from yesterday before I go ahead to start with the compliance? Is there any question? Ibika, did you raise your hand?
No.
Okay, okay. All right. So as you all know, to go to the compliance administrator, you have to go through Microsoft Purview. So the network today is also great. I don't know. Let me switch it and see. Let me switch the network. Give me a moment. Let me switch the network. So I don't know if I'm the only one experiencing this issue, but the old network is somehow both MTN, Glo, everything. Let me switch here and see. Okay, I think this one is better. Okay. So I'm going to start with the MRM policy. So can anybody remember what I said MRM policy was when we were talking about exchange? Can anybody remind me if you remember or if you want to try? Can anybody? Nobody? Okay. So let me just tell you what it is. So MRM policy is the policy created to help you automatically move emails from your folder for your inbox to your archive. That is what MRM policy does. So it's like a form of automating your email and whatever happens to the email. So for instance, you can decide to create an MRM policy that deletes every email that is more than 10 days. Any email that is more than 100 days. If you want to automate it, you use the MRM to automate it, right? So I'm going to give you an example now. We have emails. Let's say we have emails that um, are in my mailbox, and then those email now they are full. Let's say I have 50 gig of storage, and that 50 gig is full. But how to free my primary mailbox by enabling archive. Then I'll have to move all the email to the archive folder. But how do I achieve this? Because I cannot be dragging and dropping all the email on my own. That's where the MRM comes in, right? To help you perform this action automatically instead of you dragging and dropping. Because dragging and dropping will take time. And then you'll not be able to identify which of the emails are within that particular period where I try to move it. You understand? So for instance, let me open my mailbox here. Let me open my email. So I want to make sure that my archive mailbox is open, is enabled. Because if my archive mailbox is not enabled, I will not be able to create an MRM policy on my own archive. So how do we enable it? To enable it, we have to go to Exchange Admin Center. So the first thing you do is to enable your archive. So how do I get enable it? Let me look for my own account. So this is my account. You can see the archive status, none. Means that I've not opened or enabled archive on my mailbox. And take note, look at this place. This is my primary mailbox, right? There's archive here, but this is not the archive that you move emails to. That one is called a place archive. This one is your normal archive. Like, I don't want to see this email. I just want to hide it. This is archive. But the one I'm talking about now is called it place archive. So let me go ahead and enable it. So let's go to mailbox. Okay, others. So you can see archive here. If I click on my mailbox archive, I'll enable it. I can give it the name if I want. Cassetobus archive. There's save. If I go back to my Outlook and I refresh, I should see a new folder created here, which is going to be the ePlace archive. Okay, so you see propagating. You see propagating. While it's propagating, we are going to go ahead to continue creating the MRM policy. But right now, is still propagating. We will see a folder here called Instance Archive. So after enabling the archive, you come back to the compliance admin center, right? And type MRM at the top here. So you click on this one, data lifecycle. So just here, you can see Exchange Legacy. Exchange Legacy. And under Exchange Legacy, you see MRM Retention Policy. And you see MRM Retention Tag. You can see their policies here, but it's different from MRM. This one now is called Retention Policy, right? .MRM. The difference is that retention is to keep email, while MRM is to automatically give an action to an email. That's what MRM does, right? So the first thing you do is create enable your archive. The second thing you do, you're going to create an MRM tag. What is a tag? A tag is the action you give to a policy that is created, right? So let's say I create a policy now. I name it delete or 2 years move to archive. Now, the action 2 years move to archive is what is a tag, because that is what I ask the email to do, right? So let's go ahead to create a tag. The first one, I'll create a tag, MRM retention tag. So I'll create a new one, new tag. So I name it year, or let's do 6 months. 6 months move to archive. So what we have here, description. Every email that is above 6 months should move to archive, right? Then I click on next. Here, we always advise to pick the first one, right? This one. Then you click on next. So this is the tag now we are creating, the action that's supposed to be performed. Now, if you look at it, they say retention period. Where this item reach a full number of days, that is the email. Now, if I want 6 months, what would I do? A year is 365. Then 6 months is 365 divided by 2. Let me use my calculator. So 365. 365 divided by 2 is equals to 182, right? So you can do 182. So any email now that has gotten to 182 days, on the 183 day, whatever action you gave it will happen. Now, if you come down, these are the action. You can either decide to delete and allow recovery for 40 days. That is, it will delete automatically, right? And then you have the grace of 40 days to recover it. The second one, permanently delete. It means that the moment it's deleting, it will not be recoverable. While the third one is move to archive. And what we want to achieve now is moved to archive, right? So click on next. So you review your tag. After reviewing it, you click on submit. So you have created a tag now. You click on done. After creating the tag, then you go and create a policy. This is the policy. Now the policy is just the title, right? If I click here now, new policy, I will say 6 days, month, I mean 6 months, move to archive. Then after giving it a name, you can give it any name you want. You are going to add that tag, which is the action to be performed. So this is the action. 6 months, book to archive, right? We'll select it and then click on add. So make sure it's added. Then you click on next, review, and submit. So right now, we have just created a policy to move every email for 6 months and above to archive, right? Now, you have created the policy. You need to apply it to the user. Let's say I have 2 users now. I want to apply this policy to. How would I do it? I'll go to Exchange. I'll look for the user. Just the way I look for my account now. I'll click on it. I'll click on my name. Go to mailbox. Then scroll down. See retention policy. Click on manage mailbox policies. Click on it. Then after clicking on it, come to retention policy. Click here. Then select this was book to archive. Right? Then save. So once you save it now, this policy will apply to this user. So if I want to apply it now to a different user, I'll just come and search for that user. Let me use user one. So user one now, click on user one. Then you go to mailbox, manage mailbox. Then you click here. That policy that you want to apply to this mailbox, you click on it and then save. So now these two mailboxes, right? This policy will be applied to them. So if they have more than 6 months of email, it start moving to archive, right? I hope you guys understand. Please, if you understand, tell me.
Yes, yes, we're following.
Is there a question before I continue?
No, not really. But the thing there is that it seems the network is actually really bad because I'm seeing everything you're doing long after you've said them. So
Oh,
it's not really in sync. That's just the only issue. I'm just trying, I'm just following Sha. But the
all
truth is
right.
that it's really lagging, like it's really lagging.
Okay, so is it the same thing for everybody? Ibika, is it the same thing on your end too?
Yes, but
Mm.
not that no much discrepancies.
Okay, no problem. Then we'll just manage it along. So that's how to create an MRM policy. So you can create a new one now and decide that one should be after, let's say 1 year, delete. So let's say we create new one now. 1 year, delete permanently. So you can put a description. all email after 1 year should get deleted permanently. So you click on next. Select the first one, click on next. The year, how many days is 1 year? That's 365. Then if you want it to delete permanently, click on this, right? So you click on next, review, submit. That's the tag, which is the action. Then you go to retention policy. Then you create a new policy. Then you do 1 year move permanently delete. They add that tag, which is 1 year permanently delete. Add. Then next, submit. So if I want to add this retention tag now, I'll go add it to whatever user I want. I can say user 2 or user 10. Mailbox, MRM, choose here. You see 1 year, they save. So this mailbox now has a policy that says after 1 year, the emails should delete permanently. So that's for MRM. And this policy, it takes 7 days, like between 1 and 7 days before the emails start moving, right? But there's a PowerShell you can run so that to start moving instantly. But that PowerShell, I'll teach you guys next class, because next class I want to teach you how to use PowerShell. I'll explain what PowerShell is, right? That will be the next class. Now, that's for MRM. Now we now have retention policy. Retention policy is you wanting to retain something, like you don't want that thing to be deleted or to be lost, right? What is the advantage of retaining? Let's say, for instance, now I have a license, and the license I have email, I have files. If I remove a license now from a user, what will happen to the user's email? Can somebody tell me? If I remove a license now from a user, what will happen to the email of that user? Can somebody tell me?
If you remove the license, right? I mean
Yeah, yeah.
okay.
What will happen to the email?
The email will be
Email will be
deleted.
converted to a shared box.
No. Please raise up your hands one by one.
Ah,
All right, Bika, go ahead.
I said the email will be deleted, but not permanently.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Emmanuel.
It's also the same thing. The email will be deleted, but also the person also lose access to Outlook. Like if you remove the exchange license, person will lose
Okay.
access to Outlook. Yeah.
Okay. George.
Yeah, I think as the email gets deleted, as it gets deleted with time, it will be converted to a shared mailbox because the license has been removed.
Okay. Thank you. First, if you remove a license from a user, the emails get deleted after 30 days. So if you don't put a license back or back up your email after 30 days, it will be deleted permanently. Secondly, your emails don't convert to shared mailbox automatically. I think I've told you that before. You have to convert it yourself manually. There is no place that automatically converts a mailbox to shared mailbox. Joe, did you get that?
Yeah. You do it
So once you
manually.
remove the license, yes, once you remove the license, come here, right? And then you click on, let me see, I think it's here. Hold on. There's a place to convert. Yes, see here now. So once you remove the license, come here and convert it to a shared mailbox. That's when it becomes a shared mailbox, right? Now, what about the files? Can somebody tell you about the files? What will happen to your files on OneDrive? What will happen?
I think it will be retained for. Okay, sorry, I need to.
No, you are speaking already. Go ahead.
Okay, I think it will be retained for, I think, 90 or 93 days before it gets deleted. That is, if it's not backed up, it will be deleted in
Okay,
90 days. After
okay,
90 days.
that's very correct. Now, this is where the retention policy comes in. If you apply a retention policy to either the mailbox or the OneDrive or a SharePoint site, even if you remove a license, right? Those emails will not be deleted. Those files will not get deleted for the period you set up that retention policy. So if you set up a retention policy that keep these files for 1 year, after 1 year, it will automatically delete. But then, for the period of that 1 year, that's what happen to the files. All right. So let me show you how. So let's create a retention policy now. To do that, come to policies, then retention. So let's create a new one. Create a new retention policy. Give it a name. So what do you want to give it? Let's say backup of a backup 0. Let's do Thomas. I'm coming. Tell you nickname. Okay, 1 year. So this is 1 year backup, right? You can give it a description. Backup of files for 1 year files, or just put data, because data also covers files and emails. Data. Then click on next. Yeah, you don't need to do anything. All right. Click on next. Yeah, make sure you put it on static. I don't know why, but we always advise to put it on static so that you'll be able to choose a location. So click on next. Now this is the most important part. If you look here very well, they ask you, what do you want to back up? If you look here very well, you see they said exchange mailboxes. So if you click here now and it's off, it will back up everything that is checked and exclude mailbox. Right? Now, this one now, SharePoint. Because it's on, it's going to back up the SharePoint. Right? For OneDrive, if it's on, it will back up OneDrive. But if it's off, none. As for this too. Now, let's assume that we want to back up only email, no files. What will you do? Turn on only email, exchange. That's what you turn on. If you want to back up only email, right? Now, if you run this policy now, it affects everybody in the organization. It affects everybody. What I mean everybody? Both you as an admin, right? Both you as an admin, the users, everybody. It affects you. Now, if you want to exclude somebody, let's say you want to choose a particular people that you want it to affect, what will you do? You see where it says all mailbox except, choose this one. If you want to exclude people, let's say you want to exclude me now from that particular policy, I'll type my name. Then I'll select myself. Done. So you can see it's going to affect all mailbox except me. But now, let's say I want to choose a particular number of people. I don't want everybody in the organization to be affected. What will I do? Come here. Where it says all mailbox. Click on edit. Then you select the people now that you want it to affect. Right? So, come in. So you can see, I choose myself. You can see it's affecting only me. Right? Now, if you have like 50 people that you want it to affect at one, all you do is just create a group. Create a group, add those users, then come here, add the group. When you add the group, it's going to affect all the people in that group. Right? I hope you guys are following. People understand.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, we do.
Please, if you don't understand, talk more. Please, if you don't
Hello, sir. I
understand,
actually
talk
have a
more.
question.
Okay.
I have a question.
Okay.
So you already mentioned two concepts now,
Mm-hmm.
MRM retention policy and
Mm-hmm.
retention policy. That's two
Mm-hmm.
different retention policies. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
guessing there are two separate retention policies. So
Yes.
if in this second retention policy now that you're explaining right now, if
Mm-hmm.
it still has the access to, please can you go back there so can you just go back to that
To where?
step?
Which one?
That's to the retention policy that you were creating now, the one you were just creating now, where you wanted to add a group.
Yeah, that's
So I
that's
can
where
see
we are.
see so you can see exchange mailboxes now. Now the
Mm-hmm.
former one that you were creating, that's the MRM policy. It was still in regards to exchange mailboxes and archive and all that. So
Mm-hmm.
everything we could do on that normal MRM retention policy, is it still possible that we can do it on this ordinary retention policy? Is it possible
No,
to do
that's
the
why it's
same thing that
different.
we can do there?
That's why it's different.
Okay, so what are the
Now,
two separate um stuff that we can do on the
so the
MRM and
difference, the difference is
what's like the main
obvious.
difference?
The difference is obvious. This page I am now tells you the difference. MRM policy is just to help you automate moving of emails, right? And performing actions on your email. But here is to retain. Like I told you, retaining means keeping something so that you don't get lost. Do you understand? But the MRM is not for retaining, it's for moving or deleting, doing it automatically. Instead of deleting manually, you use the MRM to automate it. But retention is for keeping something so it doesn't get lost. Do you understand?
Okay.
The
Yeah,
MRM
I get
is
it.
for email. It doesn't have anything to do with SharePoint or Drive, right? So what I'll explain
Yeah.
here now is that if you want to keep your emails for the whole organization, you don't want anybody's email to be lost if you remove a license or at any point, right? Click on
Okay.
I'll remove my name now. Hold on. So if I remove my name now, it means that it's going to affect everybody, right? If I want it to affect everybody, I'll leave it like this. But if I want to exclude a particular people from the retention policy, I'll use there. If I want to choose a particular people that the retention will affect, I'll come here. Then I'll select those people. Now, I'm not excluding, I'm including people that I want the retention to affect, right? So if I want to do this now for SharePoint, I'll just check here. If I want it to affect OneDrive too, I'll check here, right? Same thing down. But this is the main one people use. When I'm done, click on next. This is the action. What will happen? What will happen? Choose the retention period. If you read it well, retain item for a specific period. If I click here now, you can see 5 years, 10 years, 7. You can customize it to your own like number because you can choose 100 days, whatever. See it now. This is custom. This is years. You can see. You can keep it up to I think even 1,000. You can put it even to 1,000 years. If you want it to be only months, you can say 2 months. If you want it to be days, just put month to be 0. Then for days, put it 20 days, right? When you're done, they will say start the retention based on when it's created. That's what you choose. Now, at the end of the retention policy, what should happen? Delete item automatically or do nothing. If you say do nothing, that means it's not going to delete. It will just be there, right? But if you want it to delete after the retention period, you put it here, right? Or you can choose this option, retain item forever. If you click here now, the file will never delete. The email, they will never delete, right? For anything that make you disable that policy, you have up to I think 30 days or so before everything will get deleted. If you disable it, let's say for instance now, you say retain for let's say 2 months. Hmm? You don't go and disable that policy now after 2 months or 1 month. what will happen? The files will delete now because you have already removed the license, right? So you're going to get deleted. You can choose this one, customize. When you are done, when you are done, next, then you submit. The warning. This is the warning. Click on submit. So now, all this policy signal is going to apply to everybody because I did not specify any person, nor did I exclude. I did exclude anybody. So it's policy has been created now, right? So this is it. If I click on it, then you come here. It's still pending. It has not been enabled. So once it's enabled, the policy will start taking place, right? So that's how retention policy works. Any question? Please ask your question. Are you guys with me?
Yes, we are with you.
So you guys ask question, or you guys understand? There's no question. Or you guys are thinking about it.
So far, so good. Okay.
Okay.
Hmm.
Because I was expecting people to ask me question, at least. But it's fine. So that's for retention policy. So when you create a retention policy, if you remove a license, as long as that person, the retention policy affects the person, right? Those files would not be deleted. The OneDrive too, the email, the SharePoint, they will not be deleted based on what you configure, right? So that's for retention policy. Now, let me show you content search. Can somebody remind me what content search is? Does anybody have idea of what a content search is? Anybody?
No idea. Oh.
Mhm. Victor, no idea too.
No idea, sir.
I think I have some idea, but not full idea.
Okay, just tell me what you do.
Okay, I'm not 100% sure anyway, but I think content search is more like when if you have a file or you are working in a file, but you don't
Mhm.
actually remember what you saved that file with, or or somebody somehow pushed it to rename the file or something. You don't know what you saved it with again. You can go and use content search to know if you can find the file.
Okay, well, you try. So from the word content search, the meaning is already there. It's for you to search for your content, right? So the reason why they created a content search portal is because a lot of users, like, let me give you stars now. Let's say you have an email that is worth 100 GB. That is 100 gig. If you want to export it, let's say you want to have a backup. How do you back it up if there's no content search? Will you start going to your email one by one and be copying it? No. you can run a backup through Cortex search. So it's good to search for all your email. Then you can export it into a PSC file, right? So I'll run a test for you. If you search for Tobos now, here, let's search for Tobos. So I'll show you how the Cortex search works. So if I search Tobos, click on Thomas. So if I go to mail, so I have 23.47 MB. That's what I have used so far. If I should run the Cortex search now for my email, I should get this exact number, right? Let me show you how. Let's go to the top, search for content, right? Click on this one that has eDiscovery Cortex search. Click on it. Come in. No, not this one. There's another one down here. eDiscovery. Click on that one. See this eDiscovery here? That's what you click on. Now, to create a Cortex search, you have to first create a case, right? So when you create the case, inside the case, that's where you now create the search. So let's create a case. Let's name it towards content. This is a backup content for Thomas. They create. Now this is the case. After creating the case, then we create a search. So the case has been created. All right. So that let's create a search. Create search. Give it a name. Thomas. Create. Now, this is where the search comes in. You have to start configuring what you want to search about Thomas, right? How do I do that? On the left here, you see add source. Click on it. Now, when you click on add source, you're going to search my name. I'll search my name. You can search the email, right? So this is me now. I'll click here. I'll save or close. When I save or close, it's going to ask me, what do I want to search about Thomas? Is it the word drive? Is it the email? So this is email. This is word drive. So if I wanted to search for only email, I'll click these three dots now and then remove type. That means I want to search for only Thomas email, right? Then I run query. When I run query, click on run query. So it's going to search through by email and then tell me the exact email I have, the exact size. Then I can back it up. I can download it. Don't worry. You will see it now. So the search is going on. So what's the importance of this tool? If you have emails or files that are missing, and you are sure you did not delete them, you can easily use content search to look for them. As far as you know the period where the file was created, you know the name. As far as you do anything that you can use to narrow down the search, right? You'll be able to find it. So it's still loading. I don't want to refresh. But let me refresh it. So let's just wait for it to complete the search. So if you look on the right here, you see where it says keyword. That means if you want to search for a particular file or email with keyword, right? So it's going to help you search through your old directory and then help you find out everything that has that keyword. Or you can add condition. What are the conditions? You can add date, title, participant, item class. So all these things is to help you like scope or narrow down the search, right? But for now, we are not using any of this condition. We want to search everything on the email. So click on run query again. So let's just wait for it to complete the search. Don't forget we have ABDB here, 23.47. So I expect the search to bring 23.47 of email. So if the search is complete, right? When it has pulled out all the data, you can always back it up here by exporting the file. So you'll be able to download it. Sorry, I don't know if it's network. I don't know if it's network, but then we have to be patient. Because if you go back, start again. Okay. Okay. So it says you have that this is AB. I hear exchange. Hold on. Your box. I'm coming. It says 49. Am I searching for the red box? Hold on. That's correct now. Thomas. So here says 23. Here says 49. This one says 0.02 used. which one won't believe like this. But the search says I've used 33 MB, right? Though there could be other things that add up, but then this is the search. It could find. How do I export it? I'll click on export. For you to be able to export a file, right? You must have an admin role called eDiscovery Manager. So it doesn't matter if you are a global admin, you still have to assign yourself the eDiscovery Manager. I'll show you how to do that. But first, let's back up this file. So we'll delete Thomas. Then click on export. So I'm exporting this file now. So there are two ways to export a file. You can export your email either through your desktop Outlook or through this method. I'll show you now. Those are the two ways. So let's go back to Thomas. So we'll look for our exports. So our export is still in progress. All right. So while that is in the progress, it's going to get completed. As soon as it's completed, you'll be able to download the file. But while it's loading now, let me show you how to give yourself the eDiscovery. So from here now, search for rows. So you can see rows are scope, row group. Click on this one. So you look for eDiscovery. So you look for eDiscovery. Click on it, click on edit. Then you add yourself here. Choose user. Choose user. Then Thomas. If I don't add myself here, I will not be able to download the file. I'll be able to run the search, but I'll not be able to download it. So I click on next and next. Let's see. So once I save this now, I should be able to download the export file. So let's go back to eDiscovery. Let's go to the case I created. This one. Then we'll go to the search I created. Still loading. Okay. So let's click on it. So check for the progress of the export. So let's see if it's completed now. It's still in progress. Right. So while that is going on, let's create another search. But this time, we want to do it for only OneDrive, not Exchange. I can do the two together, but I want to do it separately for you so that you understand the difference. So under this case now, I'll create another search. I'll do it towards OneDrive files that creates. Okay. Don't forget add source. When I add source, I'll look for my name. So when I look for my name, I'll select my name. Then save or close. Whether I save or close it, because I want only Word Drive, I'll remove the mailbox. Right now, I'm searching for only my Word Drive. Click on raw query. So while this is going on, let's check for the email, the context search we ran. Let's see if the search is, the export is complete. So let's wait and see. Okay. So click on this, go to export. You can see it's completed. Now you click on it and you can see download. If I click on download, I should be able to download it. Mm. Mm. Oh, there's also something I forgot to tell you guys. To be able to download and export, you have to do it on Edge browser. It will work on Chrome. It works mostly on Edge. We have tried it so many times, right? So when you download it now, that's when you have the backup. Okay, I think it's even working. Oh, it's working because it was not working on Chrome for some time. The people changed it. It's not like this before. So if you look at it now, this is a zip file of the PST. So your emails now, all my email is in this particular file. All my email. When I mean all. So let's say I assume now that I have 10 gig of email. Everything will be in this PST file. So I've successfully backed up my email that we're going to do for OneDrive. So OneDrive now is easier to compare it because you will see the file on the web and you also see the file on the export. So let us go and see the results. So you have 2 gig. Now let's export it. Let's export it. Export. So while that is exporting, does anybody have a question? Does anybody have a question? Okay, you can go ahead, Ibika.
Thank you. While running the case search, so would the deleted mail, for instance, or file be also included? Even
Exactly.
though
Now, that's where the retention policy comes in,
right.
right? So if you delete an email, as far as there is retention policy on that email, you always find it,
All right.
right?
Yeah.
So that's why they introduced the retention policy.
Okay.
So even if you have deleted an email, if you want to get it, you just go and run the context search. You'll be able to get that email or that file as long as there's a retention policy, right? It will show up. Okay. So let us see if the export for the OneDrive is complete. Refresh. So you go to OneDrive now. I have how to see the files I have. So I have this. So that means that when I export the file, I should see this folder in that file, the one that I backed up from the content search. Right? So let's just wait for this to complete. So let's say for instance that you're looking for a folder, and that folder you're sure that folder is in your OneDrive, but for some reason you're not seeing it. Or let's say the folder is showing empty, but you are sure there are files inside, right? It's possible that there is a corruption in the file. So you can always come here now and run a content search to look for that specific folder by adding condition. So if you look for that specific folder now, you can download it and then upload it back to your OneDrive. Because the one you find here now, the files that you're looking for, they'll be inside, right? So let's wait for this to complete. So you already the content search, right? When it comes to this aspect, you have to be patient because if you're having a very large file, let's say you have like 10 gig of file, the time it will take to process this will be longer. It will take longer period than normal, right? Though it doesn't take too long. Now it's complete, right? Mm, but which one is the OneDrive itself? Is it the one that's at the top? That is OneDrive. I think so. I think so. Okay. Yeah. So you can see this is my OneDrive content. I'll click on download now. So what I should expect to see now is the content of my OneDrive. When I mean content, everything that is here now, all this folder, I should see them in that OneDrive file. But the download speed is slow. Everything is slow today, like very slow. Um, okay, let me check my speed test. Network is very slow today. Which year this also doesn't finish like this? So the network is actually very poor. But I hope you guys get the
3
message.
hours.
Yeah, he's joking. He's joking. The network is actually very poor today. I don't know. And it's 5G. It has been doing like this since yesterday. It has been doing like this since yesterday. Like it's very bad. It's very bad. It's very, very bad. It's very bad. So, but you guys understand, you can try it on your own. Oh. Since you have a better network, right? But just try it. Run the content search. Make sure you add yourself. Or maybe I'll do it for you guys. But you should be able to add yourself as eDiscovery manager. Add yourself, then create folder on your OneDrive. Try to run content search on your folder. You can first of all do one. That one now, export all your files. Do another one. Target a specific folder. See whether it's going to give you that folder. Right? Try using the condition, like the name, the folder type, the time, type of creation. Use all those conditions. Then you see the results. Compare it with what you have or your OneDrive or email. Right? I think that's the best way, because this one it will take longer than I think. It will take too much time. But you guys understand, because with your understanding that matter. It's your understanding that matters. Somebody said that image. Hold on. Mm, okay. All right. Don't worry. This is what I'll do. After this meeting now, I'll go through everybody's account. I'll make sure that everybody has uh compliance administrator, right? I'll make sure everybody has compliance administrator, and then I'll make sure everybody also has eDiscovery manager. But I just want you to take notes. I want you to understand that for you to be able to download and export, you need eDiscovery manager rule. You can run a search and all, but you cannot download it until you have that rule, right? So I'll do that after the class. Don't worry. I'm not going anywhere. So I'll take my time. I'll do all that. Any question? Please ask question. Oh. Because if I ask now, okay. Idoko, are you there? I want to ask you a question.
Sorry, I have a question. I don't know if I.
Okay, go ahead.
My question, you'll be able to download some mails because you've been uploading.
Your voice is cracking. We
Can
can't
you
hear
hear me?
you. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Is it better now?
Yeah.
I said you were able to download some mails and some files because you've been getting mails. Probably you've been sending as well. So if
Yeah.
we are to do this, we've not been getting any mails on our files. What actually are we going to download and export?
Like I said, it's very simple. You can decide to send emails to yourself. You can decide to send only one or two or three. It's what you have that you export. Do you understand? Even if it's just one email, if it's that one email that you have, that's the result it's going to give you. And that is what you get in the export. If you create files too, you can create files. You can upload files to your OneDrive. Upload them. It's just for you to practice. Upload them, run a search, export it, and then compare what you export to what you see on the OneDrive or the cloud, right? So that is left to you. It's for you to figure that out. It's either you send yourself somebody email or you just take it like that. That's what is available. Do you understand? George, do you understand?
Yeah. I do.
Okay. So that you wanted to say something. Please, if you're on your admin center right now, I want everybody to search for MRM. Maybe if you're able to see that option I clicked on,
Mr.
just type
Thomas,
MRM. Yeah.
Mr. Thomas, good evening. See, this
Good
thing you
evening.
just said now is what I've been battling with since that has even made me lose concentration at a point. My MRM is not, I shared a screen with you the other time. My MRM is not surfacing. I don't know if that's the right word to use. And even the content search too is also not working. And it's giving
Yeah,
me a bit of a
that's why.
fix here.
Yeah, that's why I just ask everybody now.
So I
Is there
wanted to be sure I'm not
anybody?
the only one experiencing.
Everybody should type MRM and tell me if they see MRM.
Yeah, I can see on my side.
Okay.
Hmm.
Durudin, are you your tenant?
Then secondly, sorry, the
Okay.
thing was showing me, I don't know if I should share it was telling me about a permission not granted. I should talk to my administrator or something like that. For the content search, when I went to
Share your
wait,
screen.
what was that? Okay.
Share your screen.
Okay. Let me just go back to that screen.
We are waiting for
I'm
you.
trying to. Yes, please. Sorry. Oh, why is this thing doing like this? Sorry, please. Let me share that particular tab.
No problem.
I dropped. Trying to see it. Permission error for content
Now
search.
close on it. Close it. But did you read what I said now? Did you read what they
Did I
said on
do what?
that? Did you read what they said on
No,
that?
no. Let me click it again. It said
Okay.
I'll open it again so you see.
Okay.
Because even typing it on that search box is not even bringing it out.
Don't worry. Close it. Yes, they read what
So
they said on the other error.
the new experience, all content searches are part of an eDiscovery case. By default, eDiscovery managers and administrators have access. You are not a member of the
Now,
content.
when I told you on this call now, this meeting, what did I say? I said you need to be an e-discovery manager for you to be able to
Okay.
download. You actually be able to create a search. Close this. Close this now. You should be able to create a search. Even though you don't have permission, click on create case. You can create a case.
Yes, I
You can
can
create a
create a
search.
case.
You can create a
Oh,
search.
yes.
But
Okay, I
then
should do that. Okay.
you'll not be able to export or download that file because you are not at eDiscovery Manager,
Okay.
right? Close this
Yeah.
now. Don't worry, close this. At the top, go to at the top. Play the
The search
content.
box.
Yeah.
Oh,
Now type
this
rules. Type rules. Rules, yeah.
is still loading.
Mm.
I'm even still having issue with that
Okay.
compliance thing.
So this is what we'll do. I'll add you, oh, like I said, I'll give all of you the eDiscovery and compliance administrator,
Okay.
right? Like
Yeah.
somebody like Ibi Kana, that she sees all this thing, she should be able to add herself as eDiscovery,
Okay.
just the way I did on the meeting. You should be able to add yourself. But for every other person, I'll add you after this call so that you'll be able to start whatever, right? So you don't have
Okay.
anything to
That
worry about.
okay. It still goes for the MRM thing that is not
As
showing
long
so
as you
right.
have the right permission, don't
Okay.
worry about it. I'll give you the
Okay.
right permission. Everybody will be able to. All right.
All right. All right. Thank you. So I
You're
can stop
welcome.
sharing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much.
No problem. So do you guys understand how to create MRM policy now, retention policy, and content search? Do you guys understand now? Please, I want to ask a question. Durudin, are you there? Durudin, no. Solat, are you there? No. Victor, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. So if you want to create an MRM policy, can you just give me a brief, like step by step, just a brief one for an MRM policy? MRM.
Actually, I was not focusing on the screen because this is so I was and then I wouldn't be able to do it. But I was
So what
looking
you're
for
saying, you just joined the meeting.
I'm,
You're
I'm
not following.
together.
No problem. Emmanuel. Emmanuel.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you.
All right. So you can go ahead.
Okay, so MRM policy basically it's for moving files. Like let's say you want to move your entire inbox
Okay.
into archive.
Okay.
So you create an MRM policy, and to create an MRM policy, you first need to create an MRM tag. No,
Okay.
in fact, before that, you need to first on the Exchange Center, you go to your mailbox and activate the archive.
Archive.
Yes. So you activate the archive because if it's inactive, it will be showing none. So you go and activate it. So after you've activated it, you should see it after a period of time. You should see it on your Outlook. Let's say you name it Emmanuel's archive. You should see that's the in-place archive this time around. You should see it being activated on your Outlook. So after you've done that, then you go to Purview, and
Okay.
then you now create an MRM tag. So
Okay.
depending on what you want, if you want a retention period for let's say 3 months, for instance, or 4 months, as the case may be, you will
Okay.
see you should see the entire day, let's say 365 days. So 3 months should be 365 divided by whatever. Shall you just calculate the number of days for the number of days you want the retention period to last. After you created the
Okay.
tag, you go to the MRM policy and then you activate it. That's using that tag. You should see it. You should see the tag already since you've created it. You should see it in the MRM policy window. So then you create and then you activate. So once you activate it, the tag should work for the number of days that you have set for it.
Settle. That's great. At least somebody followed, and I believe that since somebody has followed, every other person too will follow. Ibika, you have something to say?
Yeah, just in addition with what
Okay.
Emmanuel just said. So
Okay.
after activating, then we can assign it to any users of our choice.
Choice,
So
yeah.
that's yeah.
All right, that's great. I'm very glad you guys are following. And the next class is going to be more interesting. Should I tell you why? Because we are going to be running, I'm going to teach you guys how to run PowerShell, and then how to the phone call stuff too. We are going to run it. I think that was what we'll do first before we start to enter PowerShell, right? So PowerShell is like running scripts, right? You know, when a web developer is developing, they run scripts of how the product should work or how actions to be taken. We're also going to be running scripts. So let's say, for instance, now you want to like add a user to a shared mailbox. You want to give permission, but you don't want to use the GUI. You don't want to use here. You can use PowerShell. You just run the command. So PowerShell is like what happened at the back end of this UI. So if you run the PowerShell, whatever you're doing on the UI is what will still happen when you run the PowerShell. When we get there, you understand better, right? But for now, at least I'm glad you guys understand the MRM retention policy and content search. Do well to play around it, right? Play around the content search.
Mr. Thomas, I don't really understand that content search very well because, like the picture I sent you, I don't have access to any of it. So it's just kind of abstract in my head. So probably you
No
do a little
problem.
bit of recap on that on our next class, please, so that it can stick. So because by then I'm sure you must have activated your eDiscovery
So, like I said,
and the
problem.
other parts.
I'll do that after this call now, right?
Okay.
Then you go back to the class. I'll watch the video because I'll upload it.
I'll do that.
Mm.
Yeah, I'll do that.
So while you watch the video, reproduce it on your end. Do exactly what
Yeah.
you see. Then that will help you to understand better. If you don't have a question,
Wow.
right? If you have a question, let's class, jot it down. So that once you receive it,
Wow.
you ask me. Feel me?
Mr. Thomas.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know. I don't know if you've uploaded yesterday's video. Have
No,
you
I
been able?
will. No, I will after this class. The
Because
network
I
was
missed
very
it.
poor.
Okay.
The network was very poor.
Okay.
So I'll do that after this class now. Right? So
Please,
thank you
sorry,
guys
I
for.
wanted to.
Oh,
Sorry,
okay.
sir. Just to be sure, is there a possibility that is it the model of the laptop you are using can affect this particular application we are using, or because I know there are some, like I told you about my Teams the other time, and I couldn't call because my WhatsApp was funny. Is there a possibility that the kind of laptop I'm using might affect this particular accounts we are using, this Microsoft admin we are using, what do you call it, 365?
There are a lot of factors that can affect whatever. It could be your browser. It could be your laptop itself. It could be your network. So there are a lot of factors. So I can't really say there's a possibility, but then I can't point to which is which. All right.
Okay.
So the fact that you have other people in the same organization as you, they are not complaining. That it's either is something on the computer, either the browser, it could be the laptop, it could be your network, it could be anything, right?
Okay. Thank you.
All right. So I guess that will be all for now. You guys, just open your mind next week because this beginners class is ending by March, the last week of March. So please open your mind to what I'll be teaching you now, right? Because they are all very important. You might not see the importance now, but when you get the opportunity, you see the importance, right? That's all I have to say for you guys. I wish you guys
So,
good luck.
so after the beginners class, is there another class that you'll be holding, like an advanced version?
Yeah, there will
And will it
be.
be free or paid for?
No, 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 no. It's not going to be free
Okay.
because I'm going to be inviting professionals from different admin field, like Teams now. I'll invite somebody from Teams. And then the advanced class is going to be more thorough. You know why? Because it's going to be focused more on troubleshooting. Because you know about all these things doesn't mean there will be no problem. When problem comes up, how do you resolve them? Because that's the work. The work is not a creative user and assigning license. No. When issues arise, how do you resolve them? So that's where the advanced class come in, right?
Okay.
So
So,
don't
but
worry,
you
I'll
And
just
pass the information.
how long would that one last? How
uh
long will it be?
So the advanced class is going to be for 3 months also, with forever mentorship. So let's say you get a job now, right? And you have an issue in your workplace. You can always ask for advice. You can always reach out, right? To us, like what will I do? How will I resolve it? Do you understand? So we'll give you a lot of opportunity. But don't
But
worry.
you give us an update about it
Sure,
if it's coming up, in
sure,
case we are
sure, sure.
interested.
Sure,
Because
don't
I'm
worry.
actually enjoying this class more than the AI
Sure,
class
don't
that I'm
worry.
doing now. That one
Sure,
is
don't
killing
worry.
me.
I'll pass you
All
the
right.
information.
Okay, thank you.
But I don't want you to have divided mind. I want you to focus, right? So just
Yes, yes.
focus. After the beginners class,
Okay.
I'll give you like 1 month so that you practice whatever you have learned. Then advanced class can start. You understand?
Okay, okay.
All right.
You once said you might recommend the internship. Will it be after the advanced class or after this class?
No, you can even start. You can start to look for after this one. It doesn't have to be there until after advance. No. Internship, you can learn on the job now. That's why it's called internship. Right? But advanced now, you are going to learn a lot. They will not teach you in internship. Internship, they'll just use you to work. They will not teach you the in-depth. I will prepare you in a way that if you go to an interview now, if they ask a question, mm, you'll be able to fire back. That's the goal, right? So that's it. But don't worry, when the time comes, let's not be too forward, right?